Hello, my friend. Today, I want to share a story with you. It is a simple story, but it changed my life. It is about money, not about having a lot of money, but about how we use the money we have. This story is for anyone who wants to live a free life, a life full of experience, peace, and meaning. Many years ago, I worked hard, but I never felt free. I made money, but it was never enough. I spent too much. I had no savings. I could not travel, help my family, or rest. I was always worried. I thought, maybe I need more money. But the truth was, I needed better money skills. One day, I heard a podcast. It said, "Freedom is not about how much you make. It is about how well you manage it." That sentence changed everything. I started learning how to manage my money. I made a plan. I followed simple steps. And slowly, my life changed. Now I have more freedom. I can choose how I work. I can enjoy more moments. I can live with less stress. I want this for you too. If you are learning English and learning about life, this story is for you. It is easy to understand. It is easy to follow. And it is true. Let me show you how I started to manage my money. It was not hard. It just needed a little time, a little care, and a big dream. 1. Learning to budget. The first thing I learned was how to make a budget. A budget is a plan for your money. It shows you how much money you get and how much money you spend. Before I had a budget, I spent money without thinking. I bought coffee, clothes, snacks, and many small things. At the end of the month, I had no idea where my money went. Then I started to write it all down. I used a notebook. I wrote how much I earned, how much I spent, and what I spent it on. It was simple, but powerful. I saw my habits clearly. I saw I was spending too much on eating out and online shopping. I made changes. I started to give every dollar a job. I divided my money into parts. Some for rent, some for food, some for travel, some for learning, and some for saving. This small habit gave me control. It made me feel calm. I knew what I had. I knew what I needed. I was not afraid anymore. If you are learning English, budgeting can help you learn money words. Try it. Use words like income, expense, save, cost, and spend. Say them. Write them. Live them. 2. Starting to save. The second step I took was saving money. At first, I thought saving was hard. I said, I don't have enough. But I learned you don't need a lot to start. I began with just $1 a day. That small start gave me confidence. It became a habit. I opened a savings account at a bank. I put money in it every week. I called it my Freedom Fund. This money was for my future, for dreams, for safety. I did not touch it. I watched it grow slowly. It felt good. It felt strong. Sometimes I wanted to buy something fun, but I asked myself, do I need this more than my freedom? Many times the answer was no. Saving gave me peace. It gave me choices. Later, I made different saving goals. One for emergency, one for travel, one for education. Having goals made saving fun. It was not a rule. It was a gift to myself. 3. Spending smart. Next, I learned to spend smart. Spending is not bad. We need to spend to live. But how we spend matters. Before, I bought things to feel better. I bought fast food when I felt sad. I bought clothes when I felt bored. But those feelings did not last. Now, I ask 3 questions before I buy. Do I need it? Can I afford it? Will this make my life better? If the answer is yes to all 3, I buy it. If not, I wait. This habit helped me save hundreds of dollars each month. I also learned to compare prices. I looked for good deals. I cooked at home more. I walked instead of taking a taxi. I borrowed books instead of buying them. These small actions made a big difference. I had more money and more power. 4. Creating an emergency fund. One of the most important things I did was build an emergency fund. This is money you don't touch unless there is a real problem, like losing your job, getting sick, or helping your family. Before, if I had a problem, I had no money. I had to borrow. I felt weak. I felt afraid. But when I had an emergency fund, I felt safe. I saved little by little. Even $5 a week helped. I put it in a separate bank account. I didn't look at it. After 6 months, I had $500. It was not much, but it was enough for basic needs. When COVID came, many people lost work. I was ready. I had my fund. I didn't panic. I used my emergency money with care. And I felt strong. 5. Learning to invest. Later, I started to learn about investing. Investing means using your money to make more money. At first, I was afraid. I thought, isn't that risky? But I read simple books. I watched videos. I asked people I trust. I started small. I used apps that help beginners. I put $50 in a fund. Then $100. I learned about stocks, bonds, and real estate. I didn't try to get rich fast. I wanted to grow slowly and safely. Investing helped me think long term. I was not only saving for next month, I was building my future. I was planting a tree. You don't need to be an expert to start. You only need to be curious and patient. Ask questions. Learn. Try small. And never stop. 6. Tracking my habits. The last step was watching my habits. Every week, I looked at my money. I checked my budget. I looked at my bank app. I asked myself, what did I do well? What can I do better? This helped me grow. I saw progress. I felt proud. I also saw mistakes. And I forgave myself. I kept going. Money is not just math. It is emotion. It is habit. It is about daily choices. When you track your habits, you see your story. You write your future. I used a simple journal. I used apps. I even made little charts. It made the process fun. We have come to the end of this story. I hope it helps you. I hope you see that money is not just numbers. Money is a tool. It is a way to build a better life. When we manage our money, we feel stronger. We feel free. We feel in control. You do not need to be rich to live well. You only need to plan. You only need to learn. You only need to start today. Begin with one step. Make a list of your money. Save a little. Spend with care. Learn about money, just like you learn English step by step, day by day. I did not become rich in one day, but I became free, one good habit at a time. You can too. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for walking this journey with me. Your future is in your hands, and your hands are strong. With hope and support, your friend on the journey to freedom.